Last week, we featured the ways by which we could obtain the Plenary Indulgence during the Jubilee of Mercy. Today, we will present some special situations which Pope Francis stipulated in his letter with regard to the granting of indulgence on this holy year. The Pope wishes that the Jubilee be a living experience of the closeness of the Father, so that the faith of every believer may be strengthened, and thus testimony to it be ever more effective. In this context, he considered the elderly, the sick, and the incarcerated, who would not be able to physically visit any holy door to fulfill the requirements obtaining the Plenary Indulgence. Pope Francis encourages the sick and people who are elderly and alone, often confined to the home, to live their sufferings as an experience of the Lord who suffered with us, died for us, and is resurrected, affording us hope and new life. And so when they receive communion, attend Mass, and participate in community prayer, even through the various means of communication, these, says the Pope, will be for them the means of obtaining the Jubilee Indulgence. Our brothers and sisters who are incarcerated, meanwhile, may obtain the indulgence in the chapels of the prisons. Likewise, the Pope counsels, may the gesture of directing their thought and prayer to the Father each time they cross the threshold of their cell signify for them their passage through the holy door. God's mercy has the capacity to transform and touch lives, even of those confined in prison for punishable deeds. We could also obtain Jubilee Indulgence for our dearly departed or the deceased. This is a worthwhile spiritual work of mercy, my dear brothers and sisters. We could do so by remembering them at Mass. By the powerful mystery of the communion of saints, we pray for them, that God may free them of every remnant of fault and strongly embrace them in the unending beatitude. Now, Pope Francis also decided, notwithstanding anything to the contrary, to concede to all priests for the Jubilee year the discretion to absolve of the sin of abortion those who have procured it, and who, with contrite heart, seek forgiveness for it. Similarly, the Pope exhorts the priests to offer to them words of sincere welcome and a reflection on the gravity of the sin committed and the immense love of God. Let us lead them to conversion, to a renewed trust and faith in our merciful and forgiving God. Finally, Pope Francis also establishes that the faithful who, during the Holy Year of Mercy, approach the priests of the Fraternity of St. Pius X to celebrate the sacrament of reconciliation shall validly and licitly receive the absolution of their sins. There you go, brothers and sisters. The mercy of God is for all. Let us welcome it into our lives, and likewise be for others its visible signs through our sincere corporal and spiritual works of mercy. Let us celebrate the Jubilee every day.